So I don't know if you guys have seen this news yet, but it's crucial news surrounding the investigation into David Heron's conduct. This was a news story that was being run with by Sky News recently. Heron no felon is the headline that they went with. So Heron acquitted after internal investigation. This was, of course, into his conduct. We've done an internal investigation, and it's been found that he's not to blame for any of this at all. No conclusive proof could be brought forward to our very thorough investigation that could prove beyond any reasonable doubt that David Heron murdered Grelod the Kind. So what we're now going to do is take a look at a statement that was released recently by Pish. This was sent to the news readers, to the broadcasting companies to run with the story. We'll look over it for transparency. You know, we're a transparent organisation. Positive Institute of Secure Health statement on Sir David Heron. There it is. After a recent mental health survey, we received numerous communications from people aged between 8 and 13 thanking us for sending a dark brotherhood. Whilst we do not fully understand the meaning of this, we deduced that they referred to our chief mental health surveyor, Sir David Heron. We therefore opened a fully transparent and independent internal investigation into the allegations made against David Heron. This has now concluded. So here is David Heron now entering the establishment. And now I think this is the woman that he's supposedly attacked. It's quite choppy footage. It's quite hard to keep up with, you know. Let's see what happens here. So he draws the sword. I think that's fairly inconclusive. Let's run it back, but I think it's difficult to see what they're getting at here. I mean, that's not substantial evidence, really, if you ask me. I mean, how do we know that it was David Heron? I mean, there's David Heron. He has got a sword in his hand, but I can't see him at this point. No. I think it would be superbly unjust to say that we've just proved beyond reasonable doubt that David Heron was the perpetrator there. We have concluded that the material posted online did not provide a full picture and that David Heron did not commit the offences in respect of which he was originally accused. So there we go. That's the bulletin. That is the statement that is coming out of Pish, which of course I am an executive of. So I did have a lot to do with this statement, and I think it's foolproof. I think it's fantastic. I think it just shows what a brilliant, transparent company we are, and I don't think you can argue with that at all. I don't think anyone will. I don't think they'd even bother to try, to be honest with you. But you might notice at the bottom there some crucial stuff. The fact that it's been mutually agreed. Heron, of course, was involved in this. It would be appropriate for him to continue his career as a mental health aficionado away from the eyes of the largest cities in Skyrim. However, we do think the work that Heron does is important, and it would be unfair to cease these investigations into the mental health of Skyrim due to accusations that have now been found pretty unequivocally to be false. We are going to continue with these mental health surveys and sort of build Heron back up is the plan. So today we're going to send him to a smaller place to conduct his research, and that place is going to be the town of Morthal. A home's near you.
Where do you want to go?
I would like to go to... What? David Heron can't afford it! To be fair, we should have provided him with all the necessary equipment to do his job. It's kind of a poor show from us. Okay, I'm not too bothered about what you have. It's more about what I can sell you. Okay. Oh, David Heron's speech has gone up. Heron is going...
Climbing back and we'll be on.
To Morthal. In he goes.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
We're getting serenaded, a little bit of a tune from the geezer. You know, we've shown support as a company. We're behind him. We don't think he was to blame for any of the things that he was accused of. However, he's got to go out there now. Okay, and he is out there. There seems to be some sort of straightaway gathering of the people.
What are you all going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Wizards.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
Okay,
No
wizards,
use.
wizards.
Unless it's about the meal. I don't have time to talk. Too much to do.
Okay, so he's busy, first of all. Let's remember that. But he seems upset about something.
The world's going mad.
So this guy is busy with his lumber mill, but he also doesn't trust the Jarl and thinks the world's going mad.
And now there's talk of rebellion and dragons.
He's not happy about this wizard bloke called Falion. He's not happy about rebellion, dragons, the Jarl, so government.
And that's on top of noises from the marsh in the night.
So night terrors, I suppose, is that? He was a very superstitious bloke, wasn't he? Let's see if everyone else, or anyone else indeed, in this city shares his discomfort. It's currently nighttime. Doesn't seem like the best time to get out on the street and speak to people, but there is a bloke here who looks like he's dressed in some sort of military uniform.
He's always looking for strong, capable
Insufferable
warriors.
waiting.
If you think you've got what it takes.
One at a time, please.
Damn Stormcloak rebels.
So he's not happy, and now he's fucking off.
Staying safe, I hope.
Where the hell is he? Oh, he's in that time, he's fallen asleep. I wish I could
Keep
do
your
that.
guard up. Stormcloak rebellion.
Oh, he's getting a bit close.
We'll put an end to this uprising.
You say that, but you don't actually seem that confident. Look at that. He's very close to David Heron, isn't he? You could feel his breath.
Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys.
Steady on, mate. Soldier on the socio-economic scale. Is that working class? Ah, okay, look at this. Army officers traditionally came from the gentry or aristocracy, upper middle class. As a bloke on a jetty, what are you, my friend? Let's send out... Oh, Heron's trapped on a boat. He's floating on the water. He's Jesus Heron. Jesus Heron has come upon us. Let's talk to Brutius.
Yes.
Hello?
Come, I haven't got all day. Make it quick.
I mean, not very communicative, it has to be said. He's very astute, this man. Very good at judging these things. And I would just guess that this guy feels a little bit pressed for time due to fishing. I don't know, he doesn't look it, he's just standing about. But according to him, and we're talking about, with the thing with mental health is, you can't necessarily see it from the outside in, can you? Sometimes it comes from within. It's people's own difficulties that they're struggling with. So Brutius is struggling with... there's a bloke over there who looks wizardy. Can you see over there? He's just going into the house. He's over there. There he is, just going into the house. He's disappeared into the house. Falion is what he's apparently called. There we go.
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in.
Okay, well, he seems happy to let us in, but there's been a lot of question marks about this guy throughout the town. Let's have a look.
If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children, I simply wish to live my life in peace.
Chill, man. Chill. I'm just here to talk about your mental health. Why would anyone accuse you of that?
The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales.
I think David Heron and Falion have got a little bit of a rapport going here. Heron recently accused of misgivings and misdemeanors that have been proven to be false, and now Falion staunchly defending himself against similar accusations. Could become friends, these two. But of course, Heron is impartial. We know that. What can you tell me about the area?
The marsh is treacherous.
Okay.
You would do well to not wander at night.
That was very brief.
My talents are useful here.
Interesting pause. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, feel the thumbnail. I'm back. Hello. Woo! Thumbnail. Anyway, sorry, we're getting sidetracked here. David Heron is here to do a job. The fact that he's got these taxidermies on the wall, only posh rich people have that. I'm gonna say it's quite a small house, but he's got posh shit on the wall, so lower middle class for me. There's also, just so you know, mate, there's some Oh, whoa, kidoki. Heron, calm down. Do not kick hard objects at members of the public. He's got to be careful, Heron. He knows it. He is aware that he's in the firing line at the moment. Okay, there's some people out and about. It's always good to know what children think. Hello, Agni.
My mother and father died years ago.
Oh, shit. Orphan.
Now.
Orphan. Massive, massive orphan. Here's another child. Verkmund.
Papa says that I shouldn't keep waiting. Why not? Mom has to come home sometime.
Orphan. Orphans everywhere. I can hear Nernroot nurning away. Don't really know where to go. It's quite a quiet town, this. There's out of the firing line and there's into absolutely fuck all, mate. What's this geezer all about? Hrogar.
I'm not one for talk. Try to keep to myself.
Socially inept.
Alva's been good to me ever since...
back.
Well, since the fire. Ignore the talk of spirits and creatures and such. It's just superstition.
Ah, he's saying that, but actually he's shitting himself. Heron knows this. Night terrors. Hard to get a full grasp of what he's all about. He mentions someone called Alva. I think we need to get a bit more information on that, really. But Alva's been good. So a loving girlfriend, it seems. Which is good. Let's go and speak to her. Someone to confide in. Oh, shit. This is all part of the job, just sneaking, being a bit sneaky. Ah, and now some nice, comforting music, now that we're in the... No, Heron, put your sword away. You're not going to be killing any women today. But yeah, we're getting a lovely, homely feel in here. So let's see. Alva's cellar. Oh, shit. Heron... What the hell? Is that Alva? Alva's attacking Heron. Alva is attacking David Heron. Oh no! Oh no! Heron is going to have to leave. And in fact, he was having to defend himself from a woman. Oh God! Run away, Heron!
And you thought I was just...
Run away, Heron! Oh my goodness gracious me! Oh, Heron's been killed!
Well, aren't you the handsome one?
Okay, she just called Heron handsome. So Heron has the ability to regenerate. Alva is going back into her house. Oh, and Heron's been killed by the guard force. Right, okay, let's just take a moment to process what just happened. Oh, there's a woman now running. Okay.
Take this the wrong... Please don't mind Yorick. He's not mad. Really, he's not.
She is concerned with her child, who himself... Is this the one?
I don't...
The child?
I haven't Mother's gift.
Let's...
quite.
Yorick. Come on, stop running away, mate.
I get lost sometimes. I'm not sure where I go, but I'm not here.
A lot's going on. So she's worried about the pressures of being Jarl one day. Also childcare. This kid is insane.
And sometimes she doesn't see me at all.
Trouble?
Oh, I think David Heron needs a bit of time. He's just been attacked. He narrowly escaped death, but he just cracks on with his work. Who's this guy? Benor.
I'm the best warrior in Morthal.
Okay.
That's no boast.
Okay, well, confident.
100 gold, I can take you, bare-handed.
David Heron does not...
Drinker.
He's not going to rise to that, is Heron. He's on his last warning. We know this. And he's just been attacked by someone who sleeps in a coffin. Make of that what you will.
They haven't made me a guard, even though I've been asking.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll take odd jobs.
The job search, basically, is getting this guy down, it seems. I'd very much relate to Benor in that sense. We've all been there. The jobs grind is... It's not for everyone. If you want to make my job search easier, you can end it by subscribing to the channel and liking it. Who the hell's this? Lurbook.
A new face. Such a welcome sight in dreary old Morthal. Welcome.
What a nice guy.
I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude.
Love it. Great. He seems really happy. Ah, yeah. You are leaned up against a post. Do you want to serve me, or are you just going to stay there? Okay, I'll come to you then. Great service. Is business slow?
Slow? No, it just ain't there at all. If I had any customers, I'd be worried about him annoying them. But, well, look around.
He's lovely. No, he's lovely. Johnna, don't worry about him. He's lovely. The burnt down house. People keep mentioning this.
Hrogar's house? It burned down not too long ago.
That was his house.
It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town.
Oh! Right, okay. Blah. Stop everything. We need to adjust. This changes the picture for Hrogar. A 4, more like a 1, mate. He's lost his wife and kids and his house in one fell swoop. That's got to be messing with you. Let's go in a few shops. There is a lady in here, Lammy.
If you need any alchemy supplies, I'll do my best to provide them. No. Well, sometimes, but that's not the problem. Try things out. They don't usually work, but I try.
She seems pretty chill. I mean, stock is a distant worry, but generally on the whole, very chill. I don't think we have to worry about Lammy anytime soon. Oh, hello. Oh, why are you spawning outside? You were literally just sweeping. This place is freaking me out. Heebie little jeebies. It is a very desolate, freaky place, isn't it? Let's go into the government building, see what's what. The local authority there.
You look sick. I hope it's not contagious.
Thank you. David Heron looks sick, does he? Looks fine to me. Let's press on. Right. I understand you have visions.
The divines reveal things to me at times, yes.
She's batshit crazy.
That which is unknown can create unease, even fear.
She's one of those, isn't she?
Expected.
She's one of them people who like buys pebbles and shit and uses them to decide what they do day to day, you know. I saw it in the stones. She's that kind of person. Where do you stand on the wall?
I stand where I have always stood, here in Morthal.
She's actually sat down.
Now is not the time to fight amongst ourselves.
I think I've got all I need here. Insanity and night terrors. We're bashing this out. Who the hell are you? Gorm.
You will not disrespect Jarl Idgrod while in this hall.
Yeah, why would I disrespect her?
It's no secret that Jarl Idgrod is...
insane.
different.
Insane.
Also
okay, so he's frustrated about gossip. Foul gossip. He's a very staunch supporter. Probably fancies a wrinkly.
Sick. I hope it's not contagious.
Don't think about it. Ah, we've done you.
I'd ask that you speak to me first.
This is the guy that was having to sort of quell the crowds outside. I say crowd, there's about 3 people.
The men simply seek wisdom. Everything will be fine.
Okay, but he seems very chilled out. He seems very level-headed about this and confident. And I think it was genuine. That's the feeling that David Heron got anyway. What was he about then? War and night terrors. This was Alva's house, I think. We don't want to go in. Oh, okay, but we can go in there now. Oh, no.
Never should have come here.
Oh, shit, wait, what? There's 2 of them. Who's that? Who the hell is that? Is that bloke whose wife died? Why are you... What's going on? Oh, God, Heron's having to get involved. Heron's leveling up. We've just leveled Heron up. Is Heron... Oh, David Heron! Oh, David Heron in for the kill! Hrogar is dead. There is nothing that could be done about that. That's quite a good thumbnail. I'm going to move my head out of the way. Oh, idiot. What is going on? Why can't I move me up? What was that? Let's just move on. So, wait, what? Shit. Alva's there, but she's just chill. Oh no, she's not. Alva's attacking David Heron now. Oh god. Alva's really strong. Alva is comparatively a lot stronger. How come Alva is so strong? Let's get out of here. Guards! I'm being attacked. The death of David Heron. Look, guards, are you gonna help? What's the point of having guards in the city if there's a woman attacking me? Don't just say someone do something. You're the guard. She's walking on water. And I bet if David Heron was to attack, he'd get bloody arrested. She's just chilling about, strolling around.
The people here work so hard, and they never allow themselves a moment of fun. It's such a pity.
They say Hrogar burned his house. Hrogar's dead now.
Do they? How delightful. I'm lucky to have a man that is so devoted to me. It's been a pleasure.
He's definitely devoted to you. I feel like this woman's a menace to society. I'm not sure what to make of this woman, but she doesn't seem to be too bothered that Hrogar is dead. Oh, she's... Whoa, okay, she's just walked right into Heron. Thonir. We haven't spoken to Thonir. Unfortunately, as a company, we spent so much money on the independent investigation. The independent investigation cost so much money that we can't actually provide him with money or lockpicks or anything like that.
You lost?
No, I'm here to speak to you. Oh, hello.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living.
Oh.
I'd leave Morthal were it in my power.
Poor guy. Whoa, he's inside David Heron suddenly. Okay, very brief conversation, which for a second involved him being inside our man David Heron, who, remember, was simply defending himself, not Thonir, from Hrogar. Hrogar. That's what he's called.
This damn war has cost us. Me. Everything. My boy is to grow up without a mother? What
Grief.
life is that?
Deary
It's
me.
not right, I tell you.
No, it's not.
Hasn't been seen for a while. She just vanished without a trace.
Your wife hasn't been seen for a while.
Some say the swamp took her. Part of me wishes it were that simple.
Okay. What's her name?
Need something?
Don't think that's her name.
Aye.
Well, I've got a theory based on what David Heron has fed back to me, but I'm not going to articulate it here because it would be hearsay and rumour. We've got Loggerbook over there. Well, people, I think that's going to have to conclude quite an eventful piece of mental health research. This is the fire Krogar's house that burnt down, unfortunately. Nothing David Heron could have done about that. I don't think we even need to consider opening up an investigation. It started snowing. It looks cold and chilly, so we don't want to, leave David Heron out there to freeze. So all I can say is thank you so much for watching. I think it's about time we collated the evidence that David Heron has gathered here today on the tiny little... I mean, it's a town, isn't it? We got that information. It's a town. Why are you always running? Why are you running?
Look a little sickly.
But yeah, I think everyone's saying that David Heron looks a little sickly. There was that moment there where earlier on in Alva's house when it was all kicking off, David Heron saw red, not in the sense that he saw red similar to the way that he did with regards to Grelod the Kind last time out. This was different. Something maybe that we'll need to look into. Thank you so much for watching. It's now time to collate all the evidence that we have gathered into a mental health report. Let's do it. Right, okay then. Welcome back to another Positive Institute of Secure Health mental health report. This one is on Morthal, the town of Morthal, as we found out from one of the residents themselves. Of course, this research was conducted by David Heron, CBE. So great to see him back out there in the field after all the allegations were cleared. So let's have a look then. Headline findings for Morthal. 18 residents in the town were happy to speak to David Heron, and a few were not particularly happy, and in fact got quite violent towards our man in the field. It's part of the job, but we like to try and protect our employees as much as possible. So there's some information, general information about the town of Morthal. 17% of those surveyed were children, 28% were female, and quite an overwhelming majority were male, 55% there. Of those surveyed, 78% showed signs of having previously and or currently suffered from mental health issues. And the average happiness grade for Morthal was 4.6 out of 10. So not great, but I think that just inches it above Riften in the current standings. Of the 78% who had suffered, 21% were children, 50% were men, and 29% were female. Of the 22% who had not evidently suffered, 75% were men, 25% were women. So it seems like the men of Morthal not suffering as much compared to the females there. Speaking of females, there's an example of a particularly feisty member of the female variety. 80% of women had suffered or were suffering from mental health issues. Morthal, not a great place, it seems, to be a woman. Where is, am I right? 20% of women were described as currently happy, stable, or content. That's not a large number. There's a male. That's a man. 70% of people like him, men, had suffered or were suffering from mental health issues. And 50%, so half of the men in Morthal, were described as currently happy, stable, or content there. Children, now that's a particularly frightening picture of a child, not just because of the wonky lineage, but also because it's covering up part of the survey, for shame Verkmund. But 100% of the children, maybe I should retract that shame, because he's struggling, they're all struggling. 100% of children are suffering in Morthal. Looking at a class breakdown, there it is. Feel free to sift through that in your own time, but the headlines there are that 100% of lower class people had suffered and 0% of lower class people were happy currently. So an awful place to be a member of the lower classes. Again, where isn't, but particularly bad in Morthal. But some interesting stats down at the bottom here, because both upper middle class and upper class people, 100% of them had suffered or were suffering from mental health issues, which is an intriguing one. Moving on to a ranking in order of least suffered / were suffering from mental health issues. There is an asterisk there. I'll explain that in a second. Number 1, in terms of least suffering, is working class people. Bit of a turn up for the books, that. In second is lower middle class. And then you'll see the asterisks on 3, 4 and 5. They were all level. And to separate them, we used current happiness as a deciding factor. Almost like goals scored in the Premier League. Not to compare football and mental health, although football can affect your mental health both positively and negatively. Moving on to a ranking in order of current happiness. Couple of things to note. Top of the table, upper middle class, who jump up from third. I've just put it back there. They're in third for overall lifetime suffrage. Suffrage is a different thing, isn't it? Anyway, but they're number 1 in terms of current happiness. Quite alarming. But what's not alarming, based on the previous slides, going back, 5th place lower class, and they remain rooted to the bottom. Looking now at some global causes of mental illness in Morthal. 11 reasons for 11 reasons for mental struggles were given more than once, and of the reasons given as causes, the most common were night terrors and location. And as you can see there, we've got another sexy pie chart for you to feast your peepers on. Take a look at that. And I want to leave you with some important news. Heron, no felon. Remember that. That is the takeaway from today's episode, from our findings here at Pish. Heron is cleared. Heron is back. And it's as if he never went away. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe and give the video a like. Lots of love.